This is a Jets GM. So evidently you ain't been doing your job good. All right. He said he's undraftable. Did what I had on my paper. Undraftable. I came right on next on B Mitch show. B Mitch, I hit B Mitch up. Did Philly say, let me come on, I want to defend.
That wasn't Tannenbaum, was it?
It wasn't Tannenbaum.
No, I was there with him.
Yeah, it wasn't Tannenbaum.
That's why I came over here.
It wasn't Tannenbaum. But he got on there and said this absurd stuff. I said, let me tell you as an ex-football player who I think Shador is. One of my classmates.
This is a lofty comp.
Yeah, but they said Drew Brees was too small. They said Drew didn't have enough gas in it. They say Drew can't throw over offensive lineman. They say the same thing about Shador. Shador is Drew Brees with a gold chain.
When you look at it, and I don't want to get too long on this, when you look at some of the stuff that comes out before the draft, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. All they can go off is your college performances. If you look at what this kid done, the only thing that he has done that ticked him off is his mouth. And that's what his dad did.
Yeah.
But his dad a little more, a little flair about himself. Then he played a different position. So you need those guys to do that. They ain't used to seeing quarterbacks do that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel like he put himself in that situation of talking the way he's talked. But he's going to be the one to get the last laugh. But I feel like he is capable of going out there and being a good quarterback in this league. So I'll leave that alone.
I mean, there's two things here that I think are really important. One is Mel Kiper Jr. has him as his number one player, number one quarterback. He says he's going to be the first player taking over 10 awards. So that's the level of kind of difference you can get. You get, like, there was a guy I was talking to after Mark Stewart today. They're like, I have him at 61. I'm at 22, but there's a guy that I know who has him at 8. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Right? So it's important to keep that in mind. And then, like, the other things, I mean, I don't know. We can talk about stuff. We'll talk about it later. But the draft is funny. This year, the draft is especially funny. And the other thing, this is what you said, is everyone comes out and says, oh, I heard this from so-and-so on my team.
Funny to get my
Teams know that you're in the media.
That's some way to start this game.
That's no way to start this game.
He's able to grab the football and the hands deep, gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. Normally don't see onside kicks until the very end.
Indicate people are actually interested in drafting. So this is silly season. We won't know for sure. I don't care who you are until Thursday night.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll be here and hopefully have Peter George. We'll get all that insight and the kind of peek behind the veil there, which will be great. All right. So now let's get into our draft talk and discussion. It's Risk It for the Biscuit, attending the draft. And as always, Risk It for the Biscuit is presented by Marsh McGlennon Agency, your partner in risk and people strategies. So when I say attending the draft, I'm not talking about as a fan, I'm talking about as a player. Those guys that are sitting in there in the green room, waiting for their name to get called. My question to both of you is, would you ever have, when you were getting ready to come out, would you ever attend the draft?
We both turned it down. Yeah, when we had the chance to. I'm gonna go with Marsh McGlennon on this one. Right? Going to the draft is a risk, first of all. And if you're a person of people that got a strategy, you don't sit at home with your family. Like, sit at home with your family, good, bad, ugly, in between. You do not want third-degree Aaron Rodgers face. You do not want to sit there while pick after pick goes through. And I don't know how these guys, the ones that sit there and come back and say, I don't know what they think. Like, at the end of the day, the pain has already happened. I would rather be with my family, be with my friends, be with the people that were there with me before this day even happened.
I'm going with both of y'all. You and what you call it, Marsh McGlennon. I didn't want to mess the word up. No, but honestly, man, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, me and Fred both had potential of being first-round draft picks. We understood why Fred fell a little bit because of, you know, his extracurricular activities. Yeah, the stuff he did off the field, you know.
Thank you.
We're not surprised, right? 30 years later. But honestly, when they called me and told me, hey, we had the opportunity, my agent, he knew what time it was. I'm just not that guy. First of all, I don't want the camera on me. I remember all the news outlets that wanted to participate with my little draft gathering. I told them, y'all got way outside on Front Street. You know what I mean? Like, when I get a call and they say they finna pick me, then I'll let you in. Because I didn't want that drama. I didn't want the drama, the speculation, the whole leading up to it. Because it's all for them. It's for them to sit there and be like, oh, you see him now, he's over here facing. You know, David even say he's taking a shot of the hand right now. I just so taking shots. He's getting nervous. It's getting nerve-wracking for him. But I just didn't want that for me or my family because I had no expectations. All I knew is that they said first round protection. And whether it was going to be early or later, I just knew I was going to get drafted. So whether it was going to be in the first round or another time, I just was like, look, when that call comes, I'm going to be excited, I'm going to be ecstatic, and I'm going to roll with the punches in.
I got a question for both of you guys. Did your agents have an idea of where you would be drafted? Like what team was maybe interested? Because I feel like at the top, it's a little bit easier to slot.
So I told you one thing about Drew Rosenhaus, man, that he's not called a shark for a reason.
Like what team was maybe interested? Because I feel like at the top, it's a little bit easier to slot.
So I told you one thing about Drew Rosenhaus, man, that he's not called a shark for a reason. They had me everywhere up in the first round. I tell you, two guys at my pro day said if he was 5'11", he'd be the first receiver on the board right here.
How crazy is that?
It's crazy because I was like, that's devastating to tell somebody who's going to stay behind. But at the same time, like I said before, to me that's just talk. Unless this happens, I'm not tripping on it. But leading up to that day, it was all Washington. All Washington. So my agent was sitting there saying the same thing, like, look, bro, that's a possibility. We don't know. So I'm not going to get your hopes up. And my hope then show up for the guy because I want him to sit there and be, set on one team. I know how this thing goes. I watched draft all my life. So I knew that this thing happened in the draft that get funky at times. Yeah. But the day of the draft, it went from we knew Washington was one of the teams, then
What?
EJ had told me that was all from Washington.
No. Say no.
And it's crazy how it happened. Washington didn't give me the Jets jumped up.
When you gonna
got me at 6.
Kind of a surprise, man.
I'm about to go in 20 minutes.
I was, big though thought I was going to Temple. I had talked to Temple like more than anybody. And they ended up drafting Kenyatta Walker, a guy from Mississippi. Yeah, he's like a big offensive tackle. And I'm thinking they finna pull the trigger on me at the time. And like I said, I didn't really zero in on anybody. Like I had been talking to enough people that I was like, when you talk to the top corners, it's me and Nate Clemens. It ain't really nobody else besides us. So I'm like, whoever the corner needs a team, that's where I'm going. And guess what? If I would have been that DB taken in the first round, I would have been in Miami. Because they took Jamal Fraction. Yeah. At the time. Greg Wood did not need to be in Miami at 20 years old.
Miami probably did that too.
Thank you, Miami. Was chew me up and spit me back out.
So how many DBs went before you? Or how many?
Just two. Nate and Jamar Fletcher. So it was like one of them things where once you in the storm, you don't care who will pick you. Yeah. You just like, I just want to get picked. And then my take on that too, you got to think, because Fred might have a different journey, but my journey was so bumpy getting into college. To just know that I'm going to leave college as a draft pick on the first day. Yeah. I didn't, they could have had a new team pop up and say they 33rd team. I didn't even get, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, man, I just walked on 4 years ago, and now I'm getting drafted and potentially the first round. So I was okay regardless.
And so you guys didn't go, obviously, but like, what you guys ended up doing? Just hanging out? So
and I tell my story first. It was everyone thought, my family, like both sides, they thought, Tampa's gonna throw it down, but this is something big. Bro, I had my enemies, and the house I lived in, so the people that lived there, they was there, and my two homeboys and my girl, that's all we did, we sat right there, and then I had my agent, of course, and I had one aunt, I think I had one of my aunts who was closer to my dad. That's it. And I didn't want no one else in it.
Like food or anything?
Oh, yeah. They ate it good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we were sitting there. The libations was there. But it just was like, if I had to count the people on hands, and 2 hands, probably no more than 10 people. Yeah. You know, and because I heard the craziness that goes on. And then I also went to Edwin James. I was there for his, and he got picked. And I remember the big party we had. But that was crazy because he didn't expect to go in front of Ricky Wink. Yeah. It was a surprise that they went up and got him first. So, and on the Ricky Williams trade, they traded with Washington. Y'all know that, right? Lamar. Like, we got picks out of that thing. Because we was tripping when we got Ricky Williams. His name is Mike Dicker. He gave up the house. He gave up the house. Now, I had on the fresh all white suit, but I was with my family. I looked like he was getting dressed for Easter Sunday, knowing he ain't partaking none of the festivities on Easter Sunday.
But it was just me and my family. You know, we're chilling, man. Like, it's another day for me. Like I said, I wanted destination. I was so caught up on where am I want to know the city. Like, so I can look at the roster, first of all, and see who's on the roster.
Tell me this, I didn't ask you this question before. Knowing that who you were as a player, because you was a corner that hit, arguably no one could deny that you was one of the top in our class. When you saw the other two guys, did that bother you? Did bother me? Because you knew kind of like, damn.
It bothered me, but I know it wasn't their fault.
No, it wasn't. It was your fault.
Yeah, so it bothered me in a way, but also I was like, something good gonna come out of this. And the blessing was I can't. Not only did I find a team I want to be on, but I found home. Now I live here. This is my home. I can't say going to some of them other cities with that being my home.
Gotta be your home.
And then did you guys fly out that same night and go to the team, or
But they flew you up. So, well, I don't know what the Jets did.
The Jets told me, man, enjoy your time, man. Enjoy your time. Man, I didn't come up to them until it's time to go to practice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, to minicamp. I didn't come to minicamp.
Yeah, they private jet us up and so comes me and Ryan Gardner.
Yeah.
So they treated us
Yeah,
like
I would say it's crazy. Ron Gardner got picked before me.
Yeah.
And that's how this thing,
how backwards it is.
how crazy it gets. Because like when I saw Ron, like I said, I care less if they picked 10 receivers in front of me. Like I said, me getting picked that day was everything. So when I saw Ron Gardner, the first thing popped in my head, like, that's the team that everybody somebody going to. I looked at that Ron, had no clue of the story that went on here, didn't know nothing. I was like, oh, I gotta pick the next pick.
It didn't match though. We already had Michael Westbrook. We already got a 6'4" wide receiver. Why you drafting another big old dude?
What was crazy is every year, so I get to New York and I'm in training camp, mini camp. So the guy who a lot of people know of now, Lockett, who's in the league, Lockett's uncle was Kevin Lockett.
Yeah, played here.
He played here. He got traded to us.
Yeah.
And the first thing he told me, he said, bro, Dan Snyder and Schottenheim, head on that pick because Dan Snyder wanted you the whole time. It was you on his board, and Schottenheim went opposite and got a tall receiver. And I promise you, I swear to God, it's crazy. That off season, Schottenheim got fired, and Dan Snyder called my agent trying to trade for me, and the Jets was like, nah. So he tried to trade every year to the year I came, and that's the year he didn't try, and I ended up coming over.
And I was taking it out on Rod in practice because I had just played against Rod at Clemson. We just blew him out. I held him to like 0 yards. And every day in practice, because I was still lashing out because I had to drop in the draft, I would say, this is who y'all picked before me? The same guy that I shut down, this is what y'all doing? And so I was like really high struggle. And you see now the stories. Once I get high struggle on something, I won't let it go.
Did how did Rod take it? Was he pissed about that?
I wasn't laughing.
Rod gave no help. You know what I mean? Rod came out and played some football and kept it going. I don't know Rod like that, but just being around him, it's easy going to do it.
They don't care about that. Good guy.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about their draft stories and what's going on and why they didn't go, and why I would never also go to the green room for the draft. But here's a list of the guys that are going to be going, and of this list, I think we should talk about guys that we think are maybe should watch out, guys that could be commanders and fall to the list at 29. So let's start. Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. Jahad Campbell, linebacker from Alabama. Will Campbell, attacker from LSU. Abdul Carter, obviously edge from Penn State. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas. Mason Graham, DT from Michigan. Travis Hunter, wide receiver, Colorado. Ashton Genty, running back, Boise State. Will Johnson, Fred Sky from Michigan, quarterback. Tetro McMillan, wide receiver, Arizona. Jalen Milroe, quarterback, Alabama. Malachi Starks, Georgia, safety. Shamar Stewart, edge, Texas A&M. Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami, I think he'll be the first pick. And then Maxwell Hairston, quarterback, Kentucky.
You say all of these guys are attending the draft?
They are attending the draft.
All of these.
All these
As
guys.
of right now.
As of right now.
As of right now, it could work out, but as of the day before the draft, they're the ones scheduled.
Can we go down here and say who should not? Who should not? Some guys should not.
I look at this list and the name that is, and everyone's talking about it nationally. The name it's flashing in yellow neon lights.
It's Milroe.
And I like Milroe, but I don't like him as a first round player necessarily.
But how many times do we see them reach for a quarterback? Like, this like the ultimate reach position. And here go the thing about it. Once they got a good comp for you, and now they got him comped as a faster version of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I was just
And if I'm not gonna start him, I need to get that 5th year. And the only way to get that 5th year is to draft him in the first round.
Yeah.
So I think it's more strategy than is he ready.
Yeah.
You know, I think a team like Pittsburgh just salivated.
Yeah.
I can't wait to draft him and put him behind so and so and so and so and let him grow.
You know what's crazy about the draft? Just seeing from the years of us coming up in this game and everyone wanted that prototypical quarterback, the one who can, dissect you from the pocket, manipulate you and everything, and has a, quick release. The Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, even the Bledsoes. Those guys are before our time, during our time. You watch them talk highly of it. If they found any quarterback with any inkling of that, caliber in that game, they won it. Fast forward to today's game. What's today's game been? Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson. It's the mobile quarterback. So if you see a guy like Merrill who he's mobile. The things he did last year outside the pocket, running 70+ yard touchdown. People, those coaches now saying we can just get him in and be half as good as he was throwing the ball. Better than what he showed last year, this year. And he can still give us that capability of running outside the pocket. We got ourselves something. They want the next best thing like they've seen taking these teams the distance. So that's why I'm not surprised that he's on that list.
Ain't that what coaches do? They see something and say, I can fix it. Ain't that the arrogance of a real coach?
You brought up Pittsburgh. That's a place I can see him going and kind of finding his way, because he had a great coaching staff, a great defense, a great offensive coordinator. They didn't know how to use the quarterback. So it's like, bro, if their defense can stay their defense, and then he can go out there and just
grow as the game every day. Yeah.
Bro, I can see,
And he is a dynamic athlete. He ran on a sub 4.40 at his pro day.
Yeah.
I think that maybe the most important thing that we as analysts watching film don't get to see is I have heard his football character is off the charts.
Yeah.
Like leadership, like you mentioned the Hurts comparison, right?
Yeah.
Like great leader, dynamic in the locker room, people gravitate towards him. He's gonna study, gonna get better. I think if I know coaches, they're gonna have an interview with him and it's gonna be like, oh, this dude's like,
This the dude.
He's the dude.
That
So tell me this, because you've been coaching for a long time at the high school level, and you come in, you talk to us a lot about certain guys you watch and you see, and why you don't like him, or why you think that he might get nod, that nod because of something you saw. If you was a guy and you say, okay, where he's at, he's not a finished product.
Yeah.
But what he could be, would you take a chance on him being that you coach offenses and you saw his skill sets?
Yeah, so I do like Milrow. I just said that. I think he's maybe, like, this is not being hyperbolic. He's maybe one of the best runners in the class, right? Like, he's dynamic, right? I think the problem is, like, the lack of consistency throwing the football seems like he's got to take a huge step to get there, which makes me a little bit nervous about him, right? Because, like, I was talking to some other people that I have a lot of respect for, and it's like, yeah, he can run, he's got the leadership, but ultimately he got to throw the football. And you look at Hurts, for example, he sat for like basically a year and a half, and was able to develop and grow and work on his mechanics and improve. Is he going to be afforded that same opportunity, and is he going to improve the same way?
He has to have that opportunity to blossom. Now, here's the thing about him and Hurts that I found very simple. Because they both jacked, they first thing is to throw hard. Like, when Jalen went to Oklahoma, he started to throw with touch. And that was a throw the ball all that.
They don't have to give him that insight to do so.
Yes, so I just think once he learned to take a little bit off the ball, like he one of them guys because his arms so strong, he wait till you get over and then we're trying to jam it in there. Like I just feel like if you get around some pro coaching and build him up, he'll start to really throw the ball.
I just want to say, man, we talk ad nauseum about, I guess you can say developing players. And I hate it because you see a lot of guys get into the league and they don't get developed because it's almost like they're getting rushed to be out there.
Microwave ready.
You see what I'm saying? And so this is a guy that I would love to see him a couple of years down the road after the team took that chance and see him get to the point to where we talk about now at throwing the ball, knowing how to get rid of the ball, anticipating passes. Because if you can find a way to get him there, with everything else, man, like you say, the leadership qualities, the way he runs with the football, that's where the game is going. That's where these teams want those kind of players because they understand those guys that's on the defensive edges now and in the interior getting way bigger, faster, stronger. We need You know, and because I heard the craziness that goes on. And then I also went to Edwin James on. I was there for his when he got picked. And I remember the big party we had. That was crazy because he didn't expect to go in front of Ricky Wing. Yeah. It was a surprise that he went up and got him first. So, and you know, I came in. That's the year he didn't try. And I ain't welcome those.
And I was taking it out on Rod at Craig because I had just played against Rod at Clemson. We just blew him out. I had him to like 0 yards. And every day in practice, because I was still lashing out because I had to drop in the draft, I would say, this is who y'all picked before me? The same guy that I shut down, this is what y'all doing? And so I was like really high struggle. And you see now the story, once I get high struggle on something, I won't let it go.
Yeah. Did Rod pick us? He just brother?
I came out and played some football and kept it going. I don't know Rod like that, but just being around him, it's easy going to do it.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Good guy.
But let's talk a little bit about their draft stories and what's going on and why they didn't go, and why I would never also go to the green room for the draft. But here's a list of the guys that are going to be going. And of this list, I think we should talk about guys that we think are maybe should watch out. Guys that could be commanders and fall close to 29. So let's start. Tyler Booker, guard from Alabama. John Campbell, linebacker from Alabama. Will Campbell, linebacker from LSU. Abdul Carter, obviously heads from Penn State. Matthew Golden, wide receiver Texas. Mason Graham, DT from Michigan. Travis Hunter, wide receiver Colorado. Ashton Jenkins, running back Boise State. Will Johnson, Fred Sky from Michigan, quarterback. Tetra McMillan, wide receiver Arizona. Jalen Milroe, quarterback Alabama. Malachi Starks, Georgia safety. Shamar Stewart, edge Texas A&M. Cam Ward, quarterback Miami, I think will be the first pick. And then Maxwell Hairston, quarterback Kentucky.
You say all of these guys are attending the draft?
They are attending the draft.
All of these?
All these
As
guys.
of right now.
As of right now.
As of right now, it could work out, but as of the day before the draft, they're the ones scheduled.
Can we go down here and say who should not? Who should not attend?
So tell me who should not.
Come on, man. Some guys should not attend.
I look at this list and the name that is, and everyone's talking about it nationally. The names it's flashing in yellow neon lights.
It's Milroe.
It's Jalen Milroe, and I like Milroe, but I don't like him as a first round player necessarily.
But how many times do we see them reach for a quarterback? Like that's like the ultimate reach position. And here go the thing about it. Once they got a good comp for you, and now they got him comped as a faster version of Jalen Hurts. Somebody gonna say, you know what? We can draft him, just let's not start him. And if I'm not gonna start him, I need to get that 5th year. And the only way to get that 5th year is to draft him in the first round. So I think it's more strategy than is he ready. You know, I think a team like Pittsburgh just salivate. I can't wait to draft him and put him behind so and so and so and so and let him grow.
You know what's crazy about the draft? Just seeing some years of us coming up in this game and everyone wanted that prototypical quarterback, the one who can, you know, dissect you from the pocket, you know, manipulate you and everything, and has a, you know, quick release. The Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's, you know, even the Bledsoes. You know, I mean, those guys of before our time, during our time, you watched them talk highly of it. If they found any quarterback with any inkling of that, you know, caliber in their game, they wanted. Fast forward to today's game. What's today's game been? Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson. It's the mobile quarterback. So when you see a guy like Milroe who you know he's mobile, the things he did last year outside the pocket, running 70+ yard touchdown. People, those coaches now saying we could just get him in and be half as good as he was throwing the ball, better than what he showed last year, this year, and he can still give us that capability of running outside the pocket. We got ourselves something. You know, they want the next best thing, like they.
That's a bet. Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
But back up.
That hurt. Ah! I didn't know that. That hurt. That hurt it. That hurt it. touch me. Bro, I'm not supposed to be man like that, man.
Oh, Jackson trying to smoke.
I want it on. Feel good paying $1,500 on the rent. No, they ain't gonna put this upside down. Like shit.
What do I need to pay for, FanDuel? Fandeezy.
So you know you got a better chance of just using that for the ticket I want to put in. It's okay.
You got a better chance at money line.
Never mind, I love it.
What?
You know what happens.
When I don't bet y'all win.
I'm loving it. Bye. Yeah, McDonald me real quick. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with that. And I'm home, boy. I'm about to wake up at 3:30 and get on. I'm about to take this an hour nap while it's 1 o'clock, boy. Woo.
Bitch, you about to be asleep for 3 hours.
Nah,
You know
2
I
hours.
just said.
3:30 is what I said. It's 2 hours, dummy. 2 hours is 3:30. It's still early as shit. That's me supposed to be going at that moment, nigga.
Oh, what is this? Did I win something and don't know?
No. That's the bar threshold. So like the help you control. So
You
won't
will
over
only
gamble.
put $2,500 a month.
Yeah. So you only gamble. You won't over gamble, and you know.
So hit no,
Yeah, you don't need no threshold. And
but
like,
you gotta hit it. Only way to continue to play.
well, just say you
Let
acknowledge
me
it.
hit the X. Yes, I'm aware I reached the threshold.
No, you reached the.
The threshold. So I already
That means
reached
you
that.
been had that threshold set up before.
Mm.
Well, tell them you good. Motherfucker. I don't need no threshold, bitch. This nigga will play with me.
Your ass can't make a ball. We just hit one pool each.
I put a little bit on top, man. I ain't got no weed like that,
I
man.
ain't hit shit.
This dime can't be going. This dime be gone. Nigga.
Man, that's like a dub.
Oh, that nah. It's the weight. The what?
He just left too, I think.
You hot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you cut it on? Or you say you had a fan? What you doing that for? My room, bro. I just set my vent, man. I need to get warm, man. Fucking cold. I'm not a Marion, nigga. And this nigga. Them good weed sprinkles right there. I'm gonna say them right there. See them good weed sprinkles on that paper? Them good weed sprinkles.
That's what I got happening. The Warriors winning.
You know the playoffs, right? You can go see who won already. This game 2.
I don't need to.
Warriors did win game 1, but you need to go see what they won by. You could do more to that ticket if you really pay attention and really look. You could probably make a alternate spread going by what they did last year.
I did that already.
Huh?
I did it already.
Oh.
Come on up.
Jackson, it's the mobile quarterback. So when you see a guy like Melrose who you know he's mobile, the things he did last year outside the pocket, running 70+ yard touchdown, people, those coaches now saying we just get him in and be half as good as he was throwing the ball. Better than what he showed last year, this year. And he can still give us that capability of running outside the pocket. We got ourselves something. You know, they want the next best thing like they seem they're taking these teams the distance. So that's why I'm not surprised that he's on that list. You know?
Ain't that what coaches do? They see something and say, I can fix it. They're like, ain't that the arrogance of a real coach?
You brought up Pittsburgh. That's a place I can see him going and kind of finding his way, because he had a great coaching staff, a great defense, he got a great offensive coordinator who know how to use the quarterback. So it's like, bro, that defense is stable defense, and then we go out there and just run it together.
And the Hurricanes will put it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for a fair catch.
Football character is off the charts. Like leadership, you mentioned that compared to a great leader in the locker room, people gravitate towards him. He's going to study him, get better. I think if I know coaches, they're going to have an interview with him and be like, oh, this dude's
Looking for a productive play on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Why you don't like him, or why you think that he might get not, they're not because of something you saw.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Where he's at, he's not finished.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. You don't see this very often. An early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short catch.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were first quarter. You're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage. They went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Murphy
The
Ward
offense sets the first down play.
Like you said, the leadership qualities, the way he runs with the football, that's where the game is going. That's what these teams want, those kind of players.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Restrepo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
And the Canes in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I can't teach you to this. Shoot, I can find some.
Quarterback checking the
That's what I
play.
think the difference between good coaches and kind of mediocre coaches.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Bates are grabbing up for the first. Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game.
Pete Carroll do. And listen, I love Pete Carroll because he hates on Harbaugh at a high level. No matter where
He'll set up to throw. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
So guess what, Harbaugh said, you know, you're going to the league. Where you going? I'm going to the 40.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. They hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
And those guys are Isaac or Travis Hunter, Cam Moore. Those are 3 guys. One from Mason Brandon or 2, but it's going to be exciting.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quickly complete. And short tackle there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, going to the air. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You got those big linebackers that they're used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands the passing situations. They're getting drops. They're getting deep by drops. Playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making that into an end.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
That is just a sideline credit. Catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Kings build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling. Those are the guys they're fighting.
They'll keep it on the ground.
You got Biotis in the center, and Brandon Coolan.
Yeah.
Like, that all of a sudden becomes
one of the best offensive lines in football. I told that.
just like that. Just like that. And so that to me is one that I think would be really interesting. If we're
Well, I will one up you with this.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, since you went Alabama, I'm going to the Lone Star State of Texas.
What we got?
Matthew Golden. I'm going to do Golden because he adds an element that's not on this team right now. They're just flat out gas packed. I'm talking about a guy that just can flat out, a clear out king is what I call him. Some players as a DB, when we see him on the field, we already know what route they got.
Yeah.
That don't mean you can stop it, but we already know what route you got. Do you know what Matthew Golden can open up for Debo intermediately? What he can open up for Zach Ertz intermediately? Like, this dude becomes an instant check with me player when he comes in the game. Hey, Matthew in the game. Hey, safety, get back a little bit. They just open up a 15-yard window for them to hit a dagger.
Yeah.
So sometimes it ain't about the yards you bring. It's about what can you do for your teammates. I say Golden right there.
Do you think he plays that fast? I think he's the number 1 wide receiver, and he plays incredibly. He does the fundamentals really well. Like,
Is he explosive? That's what
I don't know if he's
Vernon, I don't care about how fast you are in running your route. I want to when he gets the ball in his hand, can he just check around the phone booth and get down?
He gets separation. He gets separation. And I know what you're hearing there. He gets separation. Is he totally polished? No.
Yeah.
Do he play to the top of his speedometer all the time? No. But guess what? That's why you got these guys in this building to help mold players. Like, he hasn't reached his ceiling, and that's what I like in a draft. I don't want a finished product.
So if we were to take Matthew Golden player, I'd be ecstatic because he's my number one receiver. I love Tetra McMillan.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he can stop, start. He doesn't lose any speed in and out of his cuts. And he catches the football like with great body control. Again, like he ran a 4.29 or 4, whatever it was, 4.32, whatever it was. He's fast.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've ever seen him run that fast. Like, you know, like when you watch Maxwell Harrison, you're like, that dude's fast.
Yeah, because
with Matthew Golden, I'm always like, how fast are you?
They know there's some of you guys run so relaxed.
Yeah.
They don't look like Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams, he got this long stride, and I'll be like, oh, he moving, but it don't look like he moving. You see what I'm saying?
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Deceptive speed.
Yeah, deceptive speed. No, I'm with you on that. So he's an interesting one. I mean, him and Tetra McMillan both. I think I can see Tetra taking a little bit of a slide and be in there. Like, is that likely to happen? To me, probably not, but could happen, absolutely.
He remind me of Drake.
I'd love to see, I tell y'all, I'm gonna keep going with Mike Bray. I'd love to see him, slide one down. They got him going at 28. Who that in the front of us? Detroit, yeah. I'd love to see Detroit say, he's been fooling y'all, want somebody else, and he'd be sitting right there for the taking. But then they got the dude Maxwell Harrison going to us at 29, and some people mock. So he's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't deny that because I look at our defensive back situation now. It's great to have depth. We have some guys there that's capable. We have a guy who we just traded for last year late in the season, and not knowing how long he's going to be around. It'll be great to bring in a guy we just talked about how fast he was and playing in this defense, man. We could just picture him in this defense with these coaches and this staff, man. You can see that guy being one of the top guys along with Sanders still. So, it's so many guys, like we say, you don't know what's going to happen. But if I had to pick two, those two stand out to me because I love Mike Green, knowing that we just got rid of a guy like Fowler. Yeah. You know what I mean? He had that same body type to me. Like, not so big, fast, twitchy,
long,
gets around
there.
I'm sure he can learn a lot from some of those guys who's already there. If we don't get him, then Maxwell will be the next guy that I can see that, I love to be a commander.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point. I think there's a very good chance he could be there at 29. We'll see. But the other guy, I have a very high grade on Malachi Starks. He's like my 10th player in the first round. But I think like I've seen mocks where he takes a slide. And I think he fits that outer place, the flexibility, the nickel, the safety ability. And then Shamar Stewart also. Like, some people have him as high at 8, some people have him in the 60s. I think in terms of physical play style, athletic upside, just like kind of wired the right way from a competitive standpoint.
It scares me.
But at 29, though, is that scary?
No. What scares me is I'm a film dude. I want to see you go to the plays against other college players.
I'm with you.
And this dude numbers jump off the board, 40, vertical, bench press. And then I look at his production.
Yeah.
And he got 4 sacks in 4 years.
4.5 sacks in the last 2 years,
So all I'm saying is, if you didn't get them sacks on that college kid, can I say that you're going to turn the corner?
What were we just talking about? This staff does really well.
Yeah, they set you up and put you in.
And I just think about my guy Ryan Kerrigan. I think about Daryl Papp. Yeah. Working with one of the freakiest athletes ever to come through the combine. And yet, dude, Freddie, he like had a very good pressure percentage.
No, he got one of the
So I'm just saying, if we just get that guy going in the right direction.
That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, you put it in.
29, man. At 29.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying. I agree with you. I agree. But I'm just saying, like, you just said 29. It's like 29.
I'm saying that if me and you was in the gym and we was in the scout thing, and he was like, "Hey Fred, I want you to check this guy out. He's a wide receiver, 6 feet tall, run 4.2 40." I'm like, "Oh my God, 42 is relevant." How many catches he got in college? Oh, he got about 4. What can I do with that?
Yeah. No, but so this is the thing about defensive linemen, right? If they have a good athletic profile, ideally you want both. Good athletic profile, good production. Then that's like Jerry first last year. Just put that thing on the tee, get it out of the park. Yeah. If they have good athletic production, there are case studies where that does work out. Yeah. And I'm saying later in the first round, in a weaker draft, when you're like that, the ceiling on that is sky high.
But what would be what is the reason behind that lack of what is the reason behind that lack of productivity that will give you the right to say that, I still want to take a chance?
Because it's the athletic profile.
The profile, but also, like, he played a lot of, like, tight to tackle, 5 technique, 4 eye. line. Like, not hard to rush the pass from there, right? They were really worried about the RPO zone read stuff, so they're kind of doing all this
They was
shit.
playing slow.
And so I do that, but like when he flashes, man.
So you see the flash, you see that he has it in him.
Yeah,
He just
and when you go to the Senior Bowl, man, when you watch, so this Senior Bowl is like the best players in the country, right? Like the best college players. And when that dude comes on the field, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster than every single person on the field. Is he the most refined person? No. But watching him bull rush Emory Jones, like lift him up like he's a small child and throw him in the quarterback in one-on-ones, you're just like, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
See, I'm more,
Especially when you got other guys.
At 29, I'm not
in my ingredients, I'm more, I like the player that love the game more than I like the player that's God's gift. Like God's gift.
And this is it's a
Can't be tough.
Yeah, it's a great point. Like if we had an interview with him, and it was a bad interview, but if he's like, let you go,
I just want to get better.
yeah, like that's a different thing. And that's why those 30 minutes are so important. That's what it means. Combine are so important. But I do think when you look at this list, like I'd say there's 6 guys that
The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Selections. You want a guy that can capable of coming and play right now. At what number you get to in the first round?
Fielded in the end zone, it's right. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16.
You know, people have tier 1, 3. You know, people have tier 2.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Tier 2, so like, I have 5. So there's 8 players.
Back to throw, it's Jordan.
Jordan.
Firing to the right, complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that.
Lofts one high indeed.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his ball and wide receiver. He's double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And Shore tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Oh, that's how you do
This is intercepted. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike the 25. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, King.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded and get the big passing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
But when I say intimate tag, I don't feel like the combine is intimate.
He'll bring it out. It's Nash.
I wonder how much the coaches get out of that.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Oh, because he.
Makes the grab. It's Jordan.
I would have picked him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that pass is intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Sometimes the quarterback can set the zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes no time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
This is how
Wants to throw on first down.
And can I make this work in all the
I was just basically
He fires to the left side. That
camera zoomed in. And I'm playing basketball.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. This dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Those are tough passes.
Running the ball.
You
know, shitty linebacker.
It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's where you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Ready.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh my God, camera zone good. Cooking.
Touchdown, Hurricane!
I should have threw it to you.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gives you a stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that ball.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Because that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Coach knew a little bit about Ferguson. That's why they took him to talk golf last year. See how they interact. And that's really what you're trying to figure out, right? If it works. So,
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first thing they want to do is will put me on the chalkboard. And
to throw, it's Jordan.
That's like the only
He's
toss
going
in
to
the
let
line.
one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Now they'll run the draw. Hits it with a stiff arm.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance. And that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field.
That's one of the things, like, especially in certain households, like my dad always would tell me, let's just say the first impression is the best.
From the gun, the ground game.
Whatever they think of you,
Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off their speed. You saw all of that on that.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. It was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Cameras on me. And that's my last camera on me.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
all right, so that's going to do it for that section on the draft.
He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Y'all asses up, boy.
And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
No question. This quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Oh, that was a tutty. He still is. I'm about to say. He got bumped. You're lucky. He got bumped.
And
That
it's
was a tutty.
incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Shorty. Shorty.
To the air. It's Jordan. Getting some heat. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
I think he can do everything. The one thing I think is when you build an arm.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory, a bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, no business.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50.
We did motion Debo to the backfield.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next quarter.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
Oh, you could have picked baby.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long.
He's 340.
Oh, Nick! It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he gets it to his man. And he could have gotten the first down, but he just scooted out of bounds, and he will be short, and it'll be a turnover. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For tackles,
I see it all worked out.
usually find a way to play football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
That's exactly right.
Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking to scramble. Receiver wants it in, it's complete. And tackled there by the defense. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Flying out to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 on one board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
I know this kid can run from. He got another guy on the other side that just came
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone.
So good.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if that's really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. Third and goal coming. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is exactly what you want from your offense.
Well, now the kicker's going to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Look at that. He's still losing like all that.
Inside the 40. The 20.
Let me pick that shit up.
He took that baby as it worked. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Restrepo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this time.
And some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in them. Maybe get the ground game going, help around them a little bit with the system.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
That's allocated me.
They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Jordan.
Because I wanted to see him match up against a top-tier opponent.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Which is Travis Hunter.
Boy, ain't no fucking way this man right in his hands. You gotta
They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. There's a timeout call. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
If you really know athletes, you can tell, he really good is if you don't know him.
He's looking for a man on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. You've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Lost the throw on first down off the play fake.
So he's just going to drop my pick.
Incomplete, and now they're on 4 seconds remaining.
But it doesn't matter. There's some things that just
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
we just don't have enough draft picks to be effective in this draft. I'm upset. We're not going to get that much back.
Drop Dropping back, it's Jordan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Yeah, I do think it's something that a lot of teams would be concerned about, but I'm not concerned about it really. Because
all teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
They made the active roster. So there's other ways to get young, talented players.
Fair catch, called for and made.
More selective with your five, and run those five, and make sure you identify what is the commando or what Adam's going to do. You increase the hit rate. Then plus what you're the work you're
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the pass game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So his first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You know, tight ends are such a matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for defense to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. The ball pops out. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
You see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice first turnover.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks and
fucking
to get
works.
those sacks, to get those tackles. You see so much stuff that you college football up front on the offensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
To be able to attack that player there, everyone says that.
Snap it to the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Secondary walks up on the line, showing presence. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole.
Touchdown Wolverines. And that one will give them the lead.
First and goal, you know what's coming, they know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead, get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Stopped at the 1-yard line, mere steps away from taking it to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
We just stacked the roster with depth, but we can't find
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're
Look on the pussy.
Going back with the edge.
About to make it highlights.
Down he goes. A tremendous loss. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5.
Santana's watched that are above average football players.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan.
Better? Yes. Have they added depth? Yes. Do we want to get younger?
He's got it. And the ball flips in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck. And the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know is this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this this one. Unloads to the wideout.
Two
He's
clear.
got it. They convert.
Man,
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
If we don't draft,
Looking for space, it's Jordan. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Run the gun, wants to pass. Using a quick gain. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They didn't find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Fucking Circle, get up. Yo, get your ass up.
And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down to the 1. The Canes want to move quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Jordan. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The difference between
From the gun, wants to pass. And they moved up.
Over the flag, ref.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly now, his team is in the lead in the fourth.
It's caught for the 2.
this is the 1 year where
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
It's a draft special. This is the most unsure year.
He'll bring it out. It's right. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their another interception. That's his fourth.
Fashion. Walking in the corner, end zone, ball game.
What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the ball, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, lay some blocks, so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's how you put that shit
And the
out.
extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
It's a 4 NFC championship. Back. So
Coming out with it, it's right. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
So that's how I look at it. I'm not putting the players.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and ball. Corner's going to give them room.
First down lead back to 2. He made it a good ass game.
Trying to have a big completion here.
Third of the day. Oh my God, that's
And
been
that
somebody
one's
else.
incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one and give yourself a chance to stay alive?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaking miss late in the game. 1st down here for the offense.
Cameras on him down.
Use the play fake
Throw
down
that
the
shit up
field.
off the play action.
Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, we have balls at this one. Shit is dripped that bitch. No more that one this time.
Here late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative. They got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were
I gotta see the replay on it.
I know, I threw it. I was zoomed in like Mockery too. That's why I say it better, I guess. I like, oh yeah, that is this whole that beat button.
You didn't have to be that disrespectful.
And Mockery came. I was zoomed in.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
Oh my God!
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, Dave.
It's been an awful
There's you one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back.
Only Washington
Making the
State.
interception. He takes it inside the 40.
Heat up them pass rushers and bringing them DB.
Mike is doing well. There was just one occasion. Let's not make this a chronic thing. Like
I'm not Larry
You
Bird.
made it a chronic thing. I'm not Larry Bird. And listen,
I was literally just walking over here with you. I said, would you ever do flag football again, just for fun? Yeah. And you're like, my back's too messed up. That's like literally what you just said.
no, I said I'm just getting back from that. And what had happened was my back went out on me. Mortality.
I know.
I faced it like it what it is, but my back is good. I'm riding my bike. I'm walking. I'm healthy. Listen, I got a six-pack in the back of my back. Huh?
Wait, just get him your back
Dude,
in this.
Fred, I just would love to just see a picture
Of me?
of you on the bike, maybe a thumbs up, you know, like with the
Oh, so y'all want me to send it to our text rate?
Yeah, I'd love
You
that.
gonna be in the house on your bike? No,
He's
listen.
gonna be I know he's gonna be a target on a bike. Yeah, so
Listen, I told y'all I was getting more active. I am a lot more active right now. I'm doing a lot more, like working out, get back into the routine, looking good, my pores looking good, looking younger.
you said you were working out more after you took basketball one time,
Yeah.
and then you threw your back out and you said, I gotta start working out again. So that was like a year in between.
But guess what? Nothing humbles you like laying in a parking lot on the ground.
It's so funny. I love that story. All right, let's talk about touchback. All right, so we got a couple housekeeping to take care of. Okay, chicken of the draft. Obviously, we've got this bet between Fred and I. That will actually, the result of that bet will happen and air tomorrow, April 17th, and basically
Which is my birthday.
which is your birthday, so happy birthday.
It's birthday in the world.
It's your mom's birthday too, right? Yeah. It's your birthday, big deal for this podcast.
Totally opposite person. Like, that's why I think the world of him when it comes to his brain, because she's intelligent, he's intelligent. But damn, she don't drink, she don't hang, this dude just
Is your hero. So basically, we had to pick 6 prospects from last year's draft, 2024 draft, and we're going to be guaranteed ballers. Actually, we're doing that show for Ticket the Draft coming up here soon too, for 2025. But we had to pick 6. I picked 6. Fred picked 6, and then Jason, our producer for the show,
and we did it.
yeah, basically came out and had a rubric or a grading criteria. Yeah. And whoever had more points won. Yeah. And the other person has to get down on one knee, bend the knee, and say, "You're the best draft analyst. Bend the knee, and I am nothing." I'm a Targaryen. Well, that's coming up. And then on taking the draft, which is what we just talked about. We're doing a 7-round mock draft on Monday, the 21st, featuring Fred Smoot and Jeremy Green, who are actually related. They don't know. They don't look like they're related, but they talk the same. They kind of tell jokes the same way. I kind of feel like it's going to be like a, like when like a super Nova get the top. Like no one's going to get the top. You're just going to talk over each other the whole time. It's going to be like when two stars collide and create like a supernova. Just that's what's going to happen in this room. Like a nuclear explosion.
Creates a black hole.
Yeah, hashtag road and bridge. What's the third? Road and bridge. Oh, road and bridge. Okay. I'm with it. I'm here from there. Let's do it. Okay. Alright. So, because the draft is coming up, this show is going to be heavily draft focused. Yes. Producer Jason will come on.
How the fuck is your team is 75? I don't believe it.
And so basically,
They say an offense 75, defense is 74, but your team overall is 96. What in the fuck?
so you can just kind of pair our thoughts and kind of positive this whole time. Put them out in the open. Let's talk about it.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway.
Specifically in the first round, so I think this is a good opportunity. I think you got some too. Yeah.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
So I'm going to go ahead and give our safe space thoughts. Yeah. These are going to be fun to discuss. Yeah. Just going to talk through it. Talk through the big thing.
Offense getting set for first down.
Yeah, you sit on the couch. You know, it's a safe space for me to open up and tell you how I really feel.
He wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time in second down.
And that's when the offense just needs to be able to hit. That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Two kicks in reverse.
I'm just saying, the talent to me.
Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Fouls through the defense. Ball is free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves. They deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback. I should have my stats. I like those long touchdown passes. I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the
Who in there?
They turn it into points, Jesse. That is not
Andrew.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. We've got to execute. We've got to lock in.
It's hard to run on the defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football. Good luck. No holes anymore.
Back to throw. It's McDonald.
I see these dudes in it.
He hooks that one in nicely. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. We need to connect there. Make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game breaker.
Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game for the defense. They always stop him. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Off play action. Scrambling away. Finds a man by himself. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, final. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see, that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first.
Despite what Saquon did last year,
Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Hawaii. What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he sends the kick it away.
They still don't believe in
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff saves back to the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot in balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Things working pretty well for this defense out of the dime.
Can't stand when I ain't get a chance to throw.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job.
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off.
It was crazy.
Got the room to run.
Somebody was wide open and I just tweaked out.
Touchdown, Hawaii. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Restrepo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think he knows his defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to run for it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff.
Is she survived?
Tackled tackled, but he has a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
It starts everything. A lot of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, because they've got great teams.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller. When you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that edge. Maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
How about the defender? Heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down coming up. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line with warp speed for second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cade.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a really good job on the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Pressure coming. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On second down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. At the 40, there he goes. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
When you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes. You're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center when they run a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
And that offensive line gave the quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot.
Busted.
He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. So I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive back or us.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. Question. Nice job.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on them. Don't forget, it just went down and scored. You score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
These corners going to give them some space. Back to pass, it's McDonald. They're trying to get to it. At the 35, he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards.
And he's got it at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. That throw and catch are a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have...
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's for Restrepo. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too.
Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Back to throw, it's Jordan. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Wiggles free.
Somebody bless this nigga, man.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You know, I think in this situation in the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Sure hands, it's Quinn.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never go broke.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 20.
Why you don't run
They
man
bring
in
it
the
down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Now on the move.
That should have been the fuck up.
Touchdown Warriors. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Let's go, fellas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Going over the top. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as they keep playing the game. In a 2-minute situation, clearly you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup.
On the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They like them out. We got it too. 96.
And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
All right, let's work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let
Lost one deep down the right side.
And
it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He holds it in and nobody's close.
If I could swim move look better, I ain't think I would want you to go through.
Touchdown, K. And the final one, they take the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch. And the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, look at the defense. Got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it through.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
I know I need to skip it right there. Can't house that.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Fumble.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. Pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Great pass. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense not showing press coverage.
All over that.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to pick up the
What the fuck the computer diving like that for?
And they knock him down, but he got
That's the first time they ever look
game.
like they do it before down. I didn't think that nigga that.
20 ticks remaining.
That kid not
No
get this
time to
out.
waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage.
Go to A.
He's
Swap back.
making the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here's a throw down.
Shan Bailey. I don't think he'll let me down. Yeah.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
You got time for one more play. Sight. Bro, what? You dripping water? Like, I'm stupid. Don't tell me common sense. You ain't gotta do that for me. I tell you that.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's McDonald. Gets it out fast. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6.
There's no way he should be caught. Bro, who in the fuck out there catching him?
It's one
I
thing
cooked
to
your
execute
goofy ass.
early in the game. Tie ball game, right at the end, need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or that can't. Great job by the team.
Said it goes to you. What, nigga? Bro, we guys to steal cans. And I was recycling cans still till I was like, I stopped stealing cans at like 15. I started recycling cans at like 25, 26, bro. What the fuck? Hell yeah. Bro, let me tell you how long I've been going to the recycling. Bro, I've been going to the recycling place so much. I've been recycling cans so long. I'm talking about the game become to where you can put sand and water in the cans to make them be petty, and they never notice. Bro, I've been recycling cans and bottles so long. I was the nigga that put the cans on the weighing scale and then put my foot on it a little bit so I put no weight on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've been recycling cans for so long, my nigga. So long. I understood that if you put one can on the bin, it weighs 0.3 pounds. But if you crush it, it adds an extra 0.2 pounds. I don't know how that is. I like the math and the science behind it. I don't know why, but a crush can weighs more than a regular can. I've been collecting cans for so long. I seen the stand from when it was weighing your shit over there to now you gotta just put it in your conveyor belt 111 so they scan it like that. I went from the waves to now they scan shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been collecting cans for so long. I remember one bag of cans they get you $10.
Today, you get $1. I swear to God, bro. Nigga.
What do you call it? What's the name? Mr. Nigga, people's credit.
Man, Pete. So police. Hey, what's up, sir? That's the thing. Let me talk to you about the situation. That way, in the future, you don't get arrested, right? Come on.
Cop 101. This where you messed up at. This where you messed up at. You don't tell nobody they are under arrest until you are close private. Then you can arrest them ASAP. When you tell somebody they're under arrest in the distance, they get a room to go in, get a room to shoot at you, throw something at you, spit at you. This cop fucked up and he knows he did. I didn't teach this in the police department, bro. You want to tell somebody they're under arrest if you are on the streets. First you tell them to turn around and see if they can find you. Then you tell them to put their hands in their back. When you tell them from a distance, when you can run, rookie mistake. Officer sound like he will see. But yeah, it's a rookie mistake. But
Listen, you're not under arrest.
what?
You're not under arrest.
Oh, he said not under arrest. I thought he said you're under arrest. My bad.
That's the thing. Let me talk to you about the situation. That way, in the future, you don't get arrested, right? Listen.
Let me talk to you. Bro, he's not the one.
You're not under arrest. Listen. Come on. You only saying that so you can. Listen, dude, I'm not. Listen, dude. Listen, I want to talk to you right now, okay? I'm not going to handcuff you. Just stand over here so I can talk to you. Listen, dude. If you come over here and talk to him, I'm going to grab you and bring you outside. Really? I'm telling you right now. Come in so I can talk to you about the situation, and then we're done. No, over here, away from the door. Away from the door. Listen to me, man. Listen. I'm not going to say it again. If I go and grab you, you're not going to grab me. Look, I don't mind. Okay, so listen, come over here, away from the door so I can talk to you. Let's go from there, alright? That's it. I'm not going to go inside. That nigga don't want to talk to you, bro. He's going to take you to jail. I'll give you my word, dude. I'm giving you my word. I don't hear what's up. I don't want you by that door. I don't know what's inside. I don't know who's in there.
I'm giving you my word. I'm giving you my word. And he convinced this fool. That fool said, so as a man, not as a man, he giving you his word as an officer. He's lying. That's like he was saying, as a man. What up?
So let's come over here, away from the door so I can talk to you. I can go from there, alright? That's it. I'm not going to go inside. Stand right there. So I can talk to you about whatever's going on. I'll give you my word, dude.
He said, you give me your word. Bro said, I'm giving you my word, dude. Then he gonna say, as a man. So the police is going you. You can answer, I'm giving you my word, dude. But you can answer the second question, as an officer, nigga.
I'm giving you my word. I don't hear my talk. I don't want you by that door because I don't know what's inside. I don't know who's in there. Stand away from it, right? Come on. That's it. Come on. Stand right here. Over here. Over here. Come stand over here. Between these two doors. Look, between these two doors. I already told you. I said, look, I'm not saying it's a favor. I've been going between these two doors. I'm not even saying over here. Just here so I can talk to you and you're not anywhere to that door. And then I'll talk to you about what's going on. That's it. You won't shoot me. Shoot me up. I'm not going to shoot. No, I'm serious. Sure. You're not trusting me. I want to go grab you by the hand. You can't stop me. Okay, that's not
Look, I don't know who's in there. It's down here. There's somebody in there, right? Yes. Okay, come down. Hey, go ahead and just take a look.
No, take them weird from behind your back. Why do I got to be good like that?
Right? Yes. Okay, come. Look.
It's finna go down, squad. It's finna go down. And I don't see how the officer didn't pick this up. Nigga, first of all, you hear the officer saying, hey, who's in there? Who's in there? Nobody's coming out here, right? First. Second, the light goes off. As soon as the light goes off, that's when somebody gonna come inside, out the door. Third, as soon as he come out the door, he reached behind his back, bro. Look at this dude. Look at him.
I don't know who's in there. It's down here. There's somebody in there, right?
Light goes off. Look.
Yes. Okay, come down here. Hey, go ahead.
Reach behind his back.
Hey, just say, just tell me. Look behind you. I'm not here so I can talk to you. If you talk to me, I'm not here so I can talk to you.
It's not, his hand's still behind his back, bro.
Just stand up there. I'm here to see you. All right. Please. What are you trying to do? Please. Hey, put your hands up. Back
Why my boy peeking out like that? Now he peeking out the door. If this nigga had not the shooter, he acting real suspicious, bro. If this nigga's not a shooter, he's acting real suspicious. Why you peeking out the door then, squad? You in there. You told the light come out. Reach behind your back, go back in. And then you peek back out. Watch this nigga, bro. I think they're watching the wrong nigga. I think they're watching the wrong nigga. Watch this nigga.
And the Hurricanes will put total weather and will get started. No return coming. You'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Shuck. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's it, Bill, he's got room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Imagine inside the 20. And they'll finally bring it down.
That's why you don't hate what I'm doing. That's it.
Huge play. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Kentucky. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score that opening series.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle.
It was not supposed to let you go 30 yards deep and come all the way down. Nigga seen the
And
whole
they'll
way.
close in on him after
Check
a
that,
good return on the
check that.
interception.
That is insane.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day.
I
gets
think
picked
that's
off.
realistic, brother.
Defense that's got a
Brother,
lot of
man, I
balls
play
loose in
safety
the
for
back
real.
end.
You ain't going 30 yards downfield and going 30 yards up the field, so that ain't how pursuit works so physically. Like I said,
That looks realistic to me.
I know, because all you did was play the video game.
It'll be second down.
Stop, bro. I just now started playing Ultimate Team on NCAA, bro. Look, that's
know
all you got to look. That's not hard to read,
No,
man.
that is real. If you throw break to me, you ran 30 yards to X and then ran back down. I know what I said. It wasn't real.
I don't know if you could cover 30 yards in a matter of a second, though.
That's what you did. So you tell me you didn't run X to the bomb and then drop down once you seen him cut across your face? Yeah, you did, because I seen you the whole way.
Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
Nah, I just seen where you were going to pass it, so I, like, checked it. I knew where you were going, pretty much. I mean, I was up there in that area, right? I was up there in the general area.
You did that right there. There's no way you can make it back to that.
Nah, you took longer to throw last time. He was farther, like, to the left side of the field.
I do it quicker this time, but it's the fact I ain't think you're going to make it back.
Bro, this team I got is dog shit, though.
What the fuck? I ain't never seen this throw in my
That was just out of his reach. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted.
This is my fourth day on here.
And just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it and you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
Defense don't get blocked.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Off the play fake on first down.
Oh, this nigga just tried to play me. About to say he gonna stop and then
How
gonna
about
go.
that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? After misfiring, it's second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on second down.
5 seconds.
He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what I just said. 5 seconds. Oh yeah, just give me
Looking for a receiver.
and it worked.
And it's a touchdown.
That's real football,
Hold
baby.
on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Defense was a little anxious there. Got caught offside. He will be declined and give him the touchdown.
I forgot. I ain't got this nigga equipped with his ass. I just fuck. We just gotta outscore this nigga now. Fuck.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off. Offensive guys and staying in the gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Watch air. Simple as shit. EA would never get their shit together. That linebacker will forever look at them niggas and go right for the rest of his career.
About this offense, they've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's caught. It's Jordan.
Thought you was going
He
to
knew
deep and pass it.
exactly
Boy,
where he
but I
wanted to go with
have.
that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even if that was an incompletion, I'm surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. This offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing.
Take that shit off.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong, it's all jacked up, and that play went absolutely down.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to the end
I
zone.
knew you were going to do it.
And
This
it's
is
caught.
so ass.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
How many times you guys see the same place?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Bro, I'm telling you, this team I got is dog shit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff.
Bunch of 94s and 95s.
And that's dog shit?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a
You said dog shit, right?
They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right.
I mean, compared to 99s, what else would you call it?
Oh, that's your original team, man. Huh?
Make this defense think and put them back on their heels now. Shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
My team is 90.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it
Thank
on
you,
the
because that's so
Oh,
good.
look out. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this, the comeback's in full.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. It's like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a great
Going down Willie Six.
was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the end.
Shit, I ain't never see that in the world.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43.
All over the dig. Oh, that running back is wild.
Coming after
So,
He'll
look
pull
at
it
your
down
running
and
back.
run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Good job.
Nice job by the defense getting out of that. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs. He was not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Oh, yeah, the dig got fucked up.
Fires to the middle.
Made me
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the
This is
defense.
real football. That's how you play linebacker.
He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
So it is.
This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense is got to go. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense ball has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball to the score.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Sorry.
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Miami! Reeled it in and just saved the house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man. You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this thing, keep the momentum, keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board now, about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Fake ass Mike Evans.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to
Number
the
6,
45.
Willie. Locking that tight end ass up on that cross.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Off the play fake.
Wants a dig. Oh yeah, I'm the best.
He wants to go
Unless
deep.
you had that one.
Makes
I
the
wasn't
catch
like
on the
that.
right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top.
Intercepted. Champ Bailey.
Look at the day. His head has to be spinning.
Off to the races is Bailey. The 30, the 20. He won't be caught in the end zone, Miami.
And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception.
Champ Bailey.
Look, I know it's only the second
Wow.
quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
That's a good ball I have.
Your offense is scoring good things happening for your ball. But this defense is on point, reading their scouting report to make a big play.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Sort of lost it in the sun and muffed it. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be. Here comes the Hurricane.
Let's cheat him one more time, y'all.
A little more strength. They got plenty done through the air in the first half.
But it is
They even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game.
Ah, you play football. You need a passion you playing with. That nigga came up with the first. I need it for my team. Oh.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Man. You're also going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
On the run, still looking.
All right, that's why he passed that line of scrimmage. That's what the third of that run do. Get the ball. That's why you don't show off. I was celebrating. I wasn't celebrating. Daniel! I wasn't celebrating, but I was high. I was high stepping. He made this dumb ass get caught. Love
Position
him.
for this offense. To the air, it's shot.
You got A wide open. Sight. Oh my god.
And they make the
That's why.
striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Wildcats have taken it inside the 20.
We on that shit, boy. And we on the run. Thank you for being a friend. And we was on first one.
Just as he released the pass.
So this cover 6, Willie, we out in it all game now. Just for that one play, you keep on trying. And it covers it every time. It's specifically for that.
Ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play,
Humble, fake ass Mike Evans.
Kentucky made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Finding up
Bro, gotta
to
stop
Alabama.
bullshit.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
Bullshit.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Come on, strap.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back
Let's
on
see
the
if my
field
other
again.
cheese really work.
first down.
Where
Flushed
the
out of
fuck
the
is the
pocket.
pass rushes? That's what
Trying to escape and get it himself. Off he goes. Find a way to run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling.
last two plays out there.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off.
What it is.
On 2nd down, he'll
Look at
fire.
that beautiful ass pocket. Let me climb up in there.
Dances away.
That's my fault. I want you to look at that arc.
On that one, it's 3rd and 6. And the
He
Canes
legit gave me a take two. I just couldn't believe he would do it.
scanning the field. It's Georgia.
Pocket. Throw it behind you, buddy. Oh, but it made him catch
Get the
it.
connection on first down thanks to that
I'm a
pass
believer.
defense, and now it's 4th down.
Sorry. Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Please,
Makes
motherfucker.
the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
Damn, shoulder is fucking broke.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. He's going to pass.
Fuck it. Throw it up. Wonder why I throw it high. You can't touch it. Yeah, like you can't touch that. Put it in so like a motherfucker.
Down and just about turned the thing over. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there was the missed timing.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top.
You should have stayed
Fires
with
into the
him.
end zone.
Oh no!
Get the touchdown.
Nothing to challenge is insane. This is a game of football. You tell me there's nothing to challenge.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard
Just to separate this gap.
especially when the field starts to shrink. The
Because I
good
want to
news is
separate the
they
gap.
got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. You call for the fair catch here. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a man. It's Shuck.
We're running the play just for that. I tell you, you got open. But I ain't
And the
gonna
quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming.
Oh, shoulder.
Down and gets down to avoid contact.
I can show the lane. I don't know how to dance though.
Right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell.
Double out.
Go through his progressions. Nothing home. Take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own player. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gets his team the ball at the 37. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it.
Quick one's like a breach report from
Back
that last
all over
night.
the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute
I was about to
warning.
be so sick of him. Snap that fucking ball. I threw it high. You ain't touching it. Oh my God! Show young guy, quit that. He's quit
And
that.
he's brought down after a huge completion.
You gotta have
Offense
confidence
has it at
sometimes.
the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Jordan.
Well, let's see if Restrepo got it.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And here's the
One for
pick.
that
And
safety
oh,
over
did
the
they
top.
need that
I'm gonna
right
kill him.
now. Taking it the other way.
Right about his pussy.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2
Over 6 at
possessions
base.
in
Let's
the
see
fourth
what that
quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now,
Slips a tackle and he's got room.
You ain't cooking
And
this.
he breaks into the open.
Shit, barely could not
And
catch
he
him.
eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Lucky I ain't a pussy.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Let's go for this.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
especially in the fourth quarter, remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still
I don't
going to
know what the
execute the
fuck
same
this
way.
is.
Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw.
What's the
Pocket
fireman
starts
rush?
with the left. And the pressure will get there. The sack down. He
About to get out of time because I tell you what.
moments. That could be a costly play.
Make that nigga be 1-1 again.
Looking to pass on second down.
That wild button.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
He's 1-on-1 again, bro. On everything's up. You got lost.
They'll throw it on first down.
Am I going to this one? Oh my God. Why you stop the shot?
Unloads to the wideout.
And I hit that. I just tapped the wide button. I should have held good.
There forces second down. And the Canes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Dropping back, it's Jordan.
Like Montez Sweat said, yeah, it's fucking fun.
Fires to the wideout.
I really did this.
Got his man.
Hey, you was on this time. I
Way
must have seen.
inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turn?
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the defense.
He'll come out throwing.
Watch
on
A,
first down.
dog. As simple as that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan.
I don't think it's kick the cake.
Defense, and he
I don't
got
think it's
loose,
cake.
and they finally knock him down at the 41. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
I set you up for that shit. You is some ass wags.
And he got enough for the first down. But
What's it gonna be here, homeboy? What's it gonna be here,
My job is
homeboy?
secure. You how to get through. You better decide. As much zone as
What's it
I'm
gonna
playing,
be here,
you better
gang?
make the right read. That's all I can tell you.
Is you sweating right now? I think you sweating.
I think not. You want to hit some ashy hands? start a fire.
From the red zone, looking for a man.
Touched him! Let's go! What you gonna
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, you lucky I ain't need a ball out on you.
What's it gonna be?
Like real life, let's call a time off and over again. You gotta waste one. You gotta waste one. That formation.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Back to throw.
We all over that quick shit, and we all over that quarterback trying to run, and the game is over. Let's go! I'm like, I gotta watch the quarterback to run. That's all. I knew it.
It came down to the final quarter.
Yes, sir. Way to fucking execute.
Yeah, Reese, big time players make big plays in big
That nigga
games,
went from
and that's
cold
what
to
happened
player of the
in
game.
circumstances.
Indeed.
You want to keep that belt, or you want to just get back that?
Man, stop that bell.
Bro, let that go.
This nigga look like the goofiest, softest cop out of the They don't need him. Bro, he ain't bigger than the other. He wasn't even faster than the other. Versus now, so he's going to y'all think he said police? Any other person that you stuff that you think of? We're not sure everything was in the box. So that nigga probably said the whole.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
And the Scarlet Knights will put total effort to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Howard. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense. To throw, it's Jordan.
watch an X whip across his face.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. They've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has some really, really good hands as well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll be down if you catch it. Yeah, I was just saying, I'll be down if you catch it.
Away from being
I'll do it high.
That is not the way to set the tone with a near
I
pick
seen him,
on
I
your
just ain't
opening
good
drive.
for
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch more.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll keep it on the ground.
Boy, ain't no fucking way.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Sad to believe it can happen.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Work out for them all day. 11 plays, 86.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Judkins. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air. It's Shuck. Trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready. And they got pressure on the quarterback. They got a sack on the very 1st snap.
Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, picked off. No real chance on him.
Don't put it, dog.
I don't know if this is going to make you feel any better or not. We do have license plate readers all over the city, and part of the reason why it took me so long to get here is because I was working on getting entered into that system and everything.
The male stated that while chatting with a coworker, he initially believed someone was pulling a prank by driving his truck across the parking lot. However, it soon became apparent it was no joke. He admitted to leaving his truck unlocked with a spare key inside.
What's the use of a spare key, Bob? To get you a new key. A spare key to your car, okay? It's the extra key. Meaning, if you lose your key, or you lock your key in the car, you can open it with a spare key, right? But if you leave your spare key in the car, what type of dumb nigga is that, bro? You leave that, I seen
the house. Get to your sister. Put in a shoebox. Go get the spare key and leave the spare key in the door. Why you walking around with 2 keys to your door? Know it, though. I can see if you didn't know the spare key was in the car. Because if you didn't know the spare key was in your car, or you forgot it was in there, you would have said, damn, somebody just stole my car and left the doors open. They must have stolen like that. No, this fool said, yeah, I left the doors open and I left the spare key in the car. On purpose.
Murky Waters versus Ball Hogs.
The Hurricanes will kick it away to start.
Next.
Fair catch called for and made.
But you rock like your spare keys in the glove compartment. How are you supposed to get in?
First down for this offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Holds and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Spartan's very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
As a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy.
Touchdown, Spartans! What a grab and go for the score.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
Just couldn't go for Aaron.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line. And they'll move the chain.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Because Herbie is on probation and listed on the September registry,
Comes out throwing on first down.
they verify that he knows it.
And the quarterback is snowed under him. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
The officer soon
So I guess when this dude got his truck, he was walking inside the door, and it was going through the front.
To the air, it's Jordan. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, they're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down.
Herbie quickly accelerated with the officer, reaching 88 miles
Rifles
an
it
hour.
down the middle. Fires into traffic and intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I just knew I was going to drop
Wait
it.
a minute. Is he
But the
lucky
D
to get
tackle
that one
was
back defense? That close
shit
to
is
an
hilarious,
interception.
man. We need
And that's why
it.
these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And now I'm all sad.
They'll try to pick it up on
All
the ground.
EA fault.
Sliding
And
off
somehow
the
just
defender.
dropped.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, he's so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. I think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Canes come to the line in a hurry up. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Miami! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
They have a situation where they have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly chew up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something to take it out.
And the extra point is good. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man down the middle. And he was just a couple steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. Tackle is made after the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Spartans getting set on first and 10.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just outside the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. Now they'll line up for what they know it's automatic. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to tackle. Go get him.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed.
Going downfield for the big play. Snags it down the right side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, King. Quick strike, touchdown.
I guess this is the universe want me to go for because I promise I didn't.
We see this in
I
college.
tried to like
So
the
much
play.
explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. The DBs will back off a bit. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I'm tired of seeing this.
As a quarterback, I understand about getting zone coverage. All I do is communication and manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
All over that. The double dig.
He lobs one high
Stop it.
on the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the
He
job
ain't
the
gonna forever
quarterback
make
does
niggas just look at people.
manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That's 20. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's thrown it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time,
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build. Looking deep. Pass on the way in. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field possession.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Fires to the wideout. Hold it in. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
That's that nigga, son. You are so stupid, so you didn't tell me.
Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to it.
It's hard, man. It's been so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on. And I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going up top on 1st down. feeling some heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Played him down. You see, I ain't sending the blitz.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today.
It was 2
And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half.
Just couldn't let me go 5 and another 12.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game. It's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be. The mindset offensively, we're probably going to have to score every time because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I'm a test you.
Fires toward the end zone.
I'm a test you. Oh, you got built up.
Ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Jordan.
It don't matter. Shoot it.
Using his legs to buy some time. He's not afraid to go deep. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by 4 possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up
I
over
like
the
that
air.
quarterback. Look at my
Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. On to attempt to try. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass, 55 yards out. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Complete on third down. And he's down to the 41. That's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left.
So he goes
It's
Miranda
gone.
up for him.
Oh, what a cut! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give them a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. incomplete. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass.
I mean, you looked at her last week when you threw the screen.
And they
that's why I thought he was
6
going.
more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything done. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll run play action. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
97 speed ain't getting caught. I be doing anything. He couldn't have done
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I ain't know who on the left one.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy is officially named Bravo, his second receiving touchdown. Nice job by the offense, too. I've got a matchup I like. Continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Finds his big tight end. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no standing in this game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The give as they work on that clock. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the right.
I don't do it because he cooked you personally. He cooked you so bad, I had to.
Going the other way, he's got room.
I had to.
Here comes another one where he drives down. The average doesn't go by and he's still red, but it's, well, that means that the day is good. He's outside with the drive 2 minutes, but it's 11 minutes, 11
And the Canes will kick it away first. Fair catch, called for and made. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards and pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. So I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He gets it to the 31-yard line, and big play for this offense.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking for room. It's Parker. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Dogs have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Restrepo. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here from the offense. Use the play fake, down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, a spectacular layout and catch. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down for the 16. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, and it's kicked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that secondary.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Finds a crease at the 20. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
Has recognized the male from a previous incident and decided to take a friendly approach.
What's going on? What's the area?
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got in front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears.
On third and long, he's gonna have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in space, and he couldn't hold on. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offense. And this looks disastrous. Down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback work really good.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to throw the football, had time, spins the ball well. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's laying the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
I fucking hate this shit. Whole shit about this.
Ain't nobody there. But you hear people saying, they in here, and I'm not playing. What's going on? I'm telling you, it's a home invasion. If it's coming at me and my safety, I'm not playing. It's crazy how. So first, I honestly, I'm like 60-40 to where he really believes somebody is up in that house, you know what I'm saying? In his head, it's real. I'm 60-40, I'm getting 60% to where he believes somebody is. Right? The other 40% is how you believe somebody in this house, but you're able to say, yeah, I'm fearing for my safety. It's like becoming regular to mental, regular to mental. If somebody's up in that house, your ass will be taking cover behind the couch, shooting with your fingers like this if you was that crazy, bro. There's no way you can say somebody's here. But basically, I'm alright. Somebody's here, and I'm fearing for my safety.
6 seconds.
It's like, bro,
You can't cut it. You can't. You're like 5 or 6. But you have 6 seconds. You have 6 seconds. You can't cut it.
And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stops at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, it was a great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. Defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Ball is loose. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Unloads quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on
What you say? Shut the fuck up.
give to the running back. And what move this guy has. The jukes, the a first down run in the red zone.
What in the fuck? Hey, I ain't trying to hear your voice, man. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that was decent. Defense scored right quick, though.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield.
Hey, bro. They need to start catching the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is like the guys go and make a catch. You make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through. And guess what? Not only this
No, you're not.
I thought you were looking at me on that comeback where I gave up.
I know.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined.
You ready to see some?
Can't take a play up. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback.
Ooh, they just don't want to block, gang? Damn. Hey, you talking like you know football. You do? You do? Watch that touchdown real quick. You play football what? You play football and do what? Let me... I'm already know. You my son. You my son out here. Alright, that's good. It stay like that though. That's you read it. Ah! No. We catching him. Oh damn. It's alright. We down 3. We 30.
Something serious. He looked like he was open.
Nah, I just held the button.
No, you should have just done it as soon as he hurt.
Yeah, you gonna get hurt playing like that. You know what this play is. You said what was the crap?
He wasn't even supposed to do that.
Oh man, that shit was stinky. Damn, that one was stinky as hell. You said what, man? You're tired. This would be a touchdown right here. It don't matter. Why are you backing everybody up?
Lost the crosses. Yeah, you're right.
Oh damn.
That shit. He put a twist in the air. Good. That's how you play safety, bro. That's my position, boy. That's how you play safety, bro. Bringing it in the game. Do your job.
That's it.
That's safety in the nation, boy.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Hurricanes racing to the line of the
And I love that play. That's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover.
Yeah. You do not play football. Stop bullshitting.
He was 1-on-1. He went up there. Your nigga came down, man. That's EA.
Stop bullshitting. We both know you don't play football, you weak ass bitch.
That's good to know. My pictures on
You play water boy for the Miami Dolphins. Stop playing. Ewing. Ah! Come on, bro. What are we doing, bro? We're not even blocking again.
Can't block the flash. That's attacking.
You said what?
Can't block an attack and flat. Like that. Look, oh.
Oh my gosh, bro. We're just not. They just playing. I don't give no fuck. I mean, I'm. They don't want to block, gang.
You gotta tell me EA shittiness. Let them straight through.
Come on, bro. Y'all just gotta play.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
The tail down hot. Watch RB. Waiting them in. Come on now.
Might as well. That's a punt. That's a decent. Damn. We still. Hey, bro. Hey, RG3 need to start throwing that bitch right, though. I ain't gonna lie. You 98 overall. You gotta throw that bitch at least on the dime, bro.
A pocket clean as fuck. A clean ass pocket. You paid for a 99 overall, and he can't make a complete pass.
Hold on, bro. Now I'm lagging.
I was lagging too, goddamn.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Oh, he's gonna be, yeah.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field.
Run him over.
No, this shit, I avoided that fucking play action. So listen to
The need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long.
You just sold me no cap.
The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Yeah, that's a walk.
Oh, do that. Steve.
At this point, it might be best just to put points. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing
It
up
might be
the
better if it's the 5
in
points.
field goal range. They go zone coverage. Every quarterback has the eye on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a bitch move. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll let you know there's 11 minutes in coverage right now. There's not a single minute that's going to be rushing you.
Right. That's why we got to.
Oh, no! Yeah.
Oh, EA got to get better. Restrepo will fucking laugh. He had no. No, come on, dog. This shit is fast.
You gotta make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough. You're athletic enough.
Oh, yeah. Fly ball, buddy. Bon voyage. Oh, he's bullshit.
I got cheated because I was lagging that. Was you lagging too?
Yeah.
I brought the safety all the way off sides. We on that. In the middle of the.
Throw it up there. You got to do something with that one. You got to do something with that one. Ooh.
Lagged my whole life away. And this nigga caught the ball. I'm fucking done. I wasn't playing. I hope you have fun catching it against the computer. That's crazy. So
Hey.
you didn't freeze as soon as you shot the ball? Nah, I'm sick as shit. They really made you balls and shit. All I knew was the screen first.
Touchdown.
Through the ball.
Oh.
Nah, geez.
Both your edges are getting off, bro.
I need it.
That can't be on me. It better not. Oh, you full fucking shit. That is not on me.
Essentially, he was inside the tackle box. I just got cheated. I can't.
Nah, I wasn't.
I'm still sick of it. I can't get over it. That'll happen when you bump them. Your little bump action never hurt nobody. I ain't never seen it.
Sit on going? Yeah, I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I do like. I kind of do.
I needed that because they made him throw that shit up as soon as I lagged. That shit was crazy. Let's see if he'll be tackles easy game. I guess he should.
We here. We're here, buddy.
Get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. Get out of there. That's all we need.
He's beatable. You won't run the ball again? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit should have been a sack. I don't know what the fuck the team did.
saw blitz, I hurried up and reported it.
Defense couldn't find the runner, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Eagles. After the whistle, it's 1st and 5 for this offense.
Okay, we can hire somebody, you know.
Sorry.
Right play action.
Roll out the pocket and run.
Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Your quarterback. That's what it is.
Soft spot.
That's what it is. Just throw that big quarterback. Put that shit in the front of the game.
Shot play on that. He got the first down. That big play flip. Now they go to work from just outside the red
Just to
zone.
get the reconfirmation, EA got to get it together. It was one man and one right side linebacker, though.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Hello,
You hear a lot of people say it like they're not going to jail over this. Because they did before. Listen to what he said.
3 losses. That's my bad. Bro, we just made it all the way to the fucking bro. We just made it all the way to the fucking postseason. One of the 3 games in the street. Get the fuck out. Niggas just blew the fuck out of me, dog. Three game losing streak, dog.
I ain't never been like that to actually visit one of the facilities, bro. But for brother me like that, up in his head, I ain't going to bring up you. I ain't going to bring up you. Can you not accept that you crazy people? Or do you know you crazy and you want to go back to them? So you know how to keep up. This is crazy, bro. So I'm going to do it. You got one of those. And I ain't even trying to tell her. You talking to her like that. Well, what is she saying? You got to hear this shit. And she's saying the same thing I'm telling her. Like, then I don't see how you never think the same thing as you're saying.
The male refused medical help and continued claiming that there was a home invasion. The officers were trying their best to be patient, but were aware that the situation could turn awry in an instant.
Put your cigar out. We're going to go hospital, okay? Okay? Come on, man. Put your cigar. Let's go. This is straight up on the plate. I understand. That's just what it means. Do not. Worry about you. Please stop. Please stop. Right now. As a human being, that's all I can do. And we don't want to take you out of here. Please. Okay? Hang on to me, please. Let's go. Please. Let's go. That's an attempt. Wait, that was crazy, bro. How did he know the whole time he had his head tucked in the, you know what I'm saying? He had it, damn. Bro, you got to be hot. He got to be hot. 333 on the American staff. Don't start. I would have brought that on the windshield. That's a balance to break his wrist and get that knife dirty. You trying that again? I'm trying.
Bro, more officers arrived to provide backup, and they were able to dislodge the knife from the male's bloody grip.
Matter of fact, bro, when we was trying to win the facility, this whole video is him saying somebody up in the house, y'all don't hear that. I'm not going back to granddad. Whatever it was called. It was called granddad or grade. Take it to Grady Hospital. They got the best hospital in the city. Yeah, you know what? When they shot him out, I just look. Hey, look. He gonna get off of the mental disability.
Which parts?
And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, bum nigga when I'm out the playoffs. So
already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8.
I have to be in 5-0. It's insane.
To the ground with the back.
Really
nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert.
You must thought I was going to sit there and watch him play. Hard for me to play. Get a bum when I'm out the playoffs.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, where I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket. He was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we
picked off. And the ball's on the ground. Covered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football.
And he was.
When it's 2 on 1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass. play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make it accurate enough. So the ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Can't work on the issue.
Nice job of playing. That's my fault. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to throw. It's Jordan. Complete in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Maurice requires skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was wide open. Take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The ball pops out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it. They'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce.
Unloads it downfield.
Yeah,
in the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
The Palestinian authorities want to make it work. Don't fund it while they teach hate. Knowledge is put to the test in every GM